One thing that I think a lot of businesses struggle with is being able to quickly understand important data in their ERP systems. Just looking at rows and columns of numbers doesn't always cut it when you need insights fast.
And that's exactly the kind of problem that Kirti Goswami, an Acumatica functional consultant with 6 years of experience at Tiana Solutions, is addressing. And she's solved over 240 unique client situations. So, she definitely knows her way around Acumatica and finding those really effective solutions.
And what's cool about this particular case is that the client wanted a way to immediately see how much time had passed since specific events. Things like overdue invoices or upcoming deadlines where timing is super important. Instead of having to dig through data, they wanted a visual cue. Different colors representing different time frames.
Right. And what's so impressive is that she actually shows you how to build the solution right there in the video. It all comes down to creating a custom generic inquiry in Acumatica, which is such a useful tool for pulling and displaying exactly the data you need.
Yeah, she does this by working with two key elements within the generic inquiry setup. First, she updates the result grid,
Hmm.
which I guess you could say determines what data is shown in the final output. She adds a condition there that calculates how many days have passed since a certain event.
So it's kind of like adding a new column to your spreadsheet that automatically calculates the difference between today's date and the date of that event. You don't see it happening directly, but it's really the foundation for making that color coding work.
And then the real magic happens with the second element that Kirti modifies, which is the result grid style. This is where you control how the data actually looks visually in the generic inquiry output.
Exactly. So based on that calculation we were just talking about, the number of days passed, she can assign different colors. Like, for example, you could have 3 days showing as purple, then 6 days might be a darker purple, and anything over a week could be yellow or something like that. It's really flexible.
Yeah, and the great thing about this is that it's totally customizable. Kirti really emphasizes that users can change those formulas and colors to match their own specific needs and what they prefer.
Yeah, exactly. Like, imagine you're dealing with a ton of invoices. Just glance at the color-coded inquiry and immediately know which ones need attention. And that could really help avoid late fees and keep your customers happy.
Yeah, that kind of efficiency can make a huge difference for sure.
Yeah.
And while this particular example focuses on those overdue invoices, the whole idea of color coding based on those calculated values could apply to so many different areas within Acumatica.
Oh, absolutely. Like, picture this. You could visually monitor your inventory levels.
Yeah.
Different shades of red could indicate really low stock.
Right.
That way, to reorder right away and avoid any disruptions.
Right.
Or think about visualizing project deadlines. You could have colors changing from green to yellow to red as the due date gets closer. That lets you make adjustments proactively and avoid delays.
It's all about making your Acumatica system work smarter and not harder by highlighting what needs your attention right now. And if you're intrigued by all of this, Tiana Solutions can definitely help you implement these kinds of things.
Yeah, they really specialize in custom Acumatica implementations, and they have a deep understanding of what the platform can do. Their team can work with you to tailor solutions like the one Kirti demonstrated, so it really fits perfectly with your specific business processes and needs.
So if you are ready to kind of transform your Acumatica system, make it into a dynamic visual tool that helps you make decisions faster and better, reach out to the experts at Tiana Solutions.
Yeah, definitely.
You can get in touch with them at 678-910-2774 to explore how this color coding and those custom generic inquiries can really revolutionize how you see your data and make decisions within Acumatica. It's time to stop sifting through all those numbers and start seeing the insights that matter.